Hey, I'm Libby Shaw, and welcome to episode 2 of the Libby Shaw Show, which has, of course, come a little bit earlier than expected. And the reason for that is because I was thinking earlier today about different musicians throughout the decades and what's made them so successful, and why Taylor Swift is so successful compared to other artists. And then I was thinking about the impact of concerts and why concerts can be life-changing events for some people. And so that brings me to the first part of this video. So we need to go back to the 1950s. So one of the earliest musicians who had a big impact on the way we consume music was Elvis Presley. And the reason why he was so big compared to other members of his generation was because he had a message of self-confidence and humility, and that just resonated with the public. And then you fast forward to a decade later with the Beatles and Beatlemania, and the Beatles were so big because they also had a message of hope. Their main message was hope. And then more recently, we fast forward again to the 1980s and the 1990s, and you have Michael Jackson. And so his main message was that we should all be more compassionate, and we should all be driven by peace and humility and caring about other people. And then again, even more recently, Madonna, from the 1980s through to today, really. And the reason why she's been so big in an industry predominantly, influenced by men, Madonna has been so big because she's had this ability to challenge gender stereotypes, and she's also constantly reinvented herself. And then we have today's number one pop star, who is none other than Taylor Swift. And the reason why she has been so big compared to other artists is because she resonates with so many girls and so many women. She challenges gender stereotypes. She challenges the status quo. She stands for feminism. She's also, like Madonna, she constantly reinvents herself. She started in country, and then she went to pop, and then she went to folk/alternative, and then she went back to pop. Who knows what her next album, released next month on the 19th of April, who knows what the Tortured Poets Department will sound like. I'm not even going to begin to speculate on what that will sound like, but you can definitely expect a video about that. And then that brings me to the next thing that I was thinking about, which is some people obviously do just see music as music. It's just a hobby for them. It's just something they occasionally listen to on Spotify or another streaming service. It's not really something they're hugely passionate about. But then for other people, like myself, music is so much more than that, and concerts are so much more than that. And so with this in mind, I decided to have a quick Google search on why is it that concerts can be life-changing events for people? And why is it that concerts leave such a lasting effect on us? And I came across this article. It was published on NBNC. And it was about this woman in the United States, and she had spent just under $3,000 to see Beyonce. And after seeing Beyonce, she was motivated. She wanted to get into better shape. She wanted to do better at work. Basically, she left inspired and motivated to do better than what she had been doing. Now, this article that was published on NBNC actually talked about how there's a psychological reason for this. So concerts aren't actually just concerts. You see, when we go to a concert, something to do with the neurotransmitters, they cause more serotonin to be released, so we get a serotonin boost. Now, that's the happy chemical. That's the chemical that leads to us being inspired and motivated, which is why concerts can be life-changing events for people. And of course, the Eras Tour was motivational for me, which is why I've started this channel in the first place. So a concert, it may seem like it's just an event, you're just seeing live music, but there's so much more to it than that. And in this article that I was reading, it also talked about how we can maintain that serotonin boost, because obviously, as we get back into the rhythm of our standard routine, that serotonin boost may wear off. But by listening to the artist, in our car, when we're at the gym, or anywhere else, by re-looking at photos and the videos that we took at the concert, we can actually maintain that serotonin boost, and that can actually help propel us into a better state where we want to follow our passions and where we want to do what we love. And so that's just a random fact for you. And so I would like to say I know when I'll be bringing you the next video, but I actually don't know when I'll be bringing you the next video. I guess similar to this one, I'll bring it to you whenever I feel inspired and whenever I have something to say, something that I want to talk about. Until then, bye.